Welcome to Yorkshire Railway and welcome to the first model railway review. So today we're going to be looking at this train pack from Hornby and I hope you enjoy it. So I'll get the box open and we'll take a closer look. So just in case you are interested and want to order one of these for yourselves, you can see that this is product number R2612 and this is the GNER HST 125 train pack. So without further ado, let's take the lid off the box. I'm quite excited for this because I haven't actually seen the set in person yet. I've been keeping it all under wraps until now. And oh wow, the livery is definitely a striking one. I haven't actually got a GNER livery in my collection at the moment. So yeah, it's definitely a striking one. But yeah, let's get a little bit of information on the set. I mean, this set was produced in 2007, and it was only released for 1 year of manufacturing. So obviously, shops probably had some since then. But if you want to get one like this, you'll probably have to get one on the second-hand market. I was quite lucky in the sense that I paid £115 for this set. However, they are going for 150 plus at the moment on eBay, so I definitely say if you are wanting one, get one now. But let's take it out of the box and we'll have a closer look at the set itself. So just carefully, because I don't want to damage any of the box or the packaging. I do like to keep all the original boxes for my models, just in case, need to transport them anywhere or store them, for instance. But wow, yeah, this livery does look great. Let's have a look at the instructions first. So standard lubrication and maintenance sheet that Hornby put in there. As you can see at the top, it's a ring-filled motor, which aren't highly reliable. However, they are quite mass-produced, so there are a lot of spare parts available on the open market should you need them, and they are very easy to maintain as well. It's just the reliability of them isn't 100%, and in HSTs they tend to have them quite a lot, but not to worry, we can always maintain it if it needs it. But this is the power car, which is City of Kingston upon Hull, and yeah, it's looking really great. The livery is quite basic. Obviously, you've got the really nice navy blue, and that leads into the red banding on the back to match with the Mark III coaches. As you can see, there's a corridor to enter the driving car itself. So the City of Kingston is the driving car, and it is actually using the Lima tooling, which actually I prefer for the HSTs over the Hornby version. However, I haven't actually tested one of the more modern retooled Hornby trains. I would like to, but they are very expensive. So maybe one day, but until then, I'm quite happy sticking with second-hand models. So we'll take a look at a Mark III coach now, and as you can see, quite got really nice red banding. You've got the GNR logo in there, and Route of the Flying Scotsman with the nice GNR sort of shield crest on the middle. Basic interior in there. As you can see, we've got the coaches. There is a little bit of tinting to the glazing, which I quite like. I've been on this particular train. Well, not I don't think it is one particular one, but I have been on the GNER train before with the Mark III coaches, and there is a little bit of tinting on there. I went from Doncaster to York on them. But yeah, really lovely. As you can see, lots of nice signs and printed detailing there. Moulded hand railings and doors and such, but they are different colours and painted very nicely, so that is great as well. And we don't need to look at the other coach, we will just look at the dummy car. So it's interesting as the power and the dummy car are both have working lights in there. So the dummy car is Aberdeenshire, which is really nice. The grills and everything look quite nice, even though they are just moulded detailing. And again, you've got the nice yellow front to there with the lights, which does look great with the gold GNER lettering and the nameplates as well. Although there's no etched nameplates or anything like that to put in this set. But yeah, I mean, for the price that I paid, £115, I'm pretty happy with this. It's a 4-car set, dummy and a power car, and this is the ring-filled motor itself. It did say on the advert that they had it actually professionally serviced before sale, so I've got high hopes for it working well. although, as I say, the reliability of these isn't great, although they're easy to pop out. It's just 2 clips, and they're easy to maintain. So, you know, I've got quite a few HSTs already, and I know pretty well how to maintain them. So it's a pretty easy one for me. But yeah, happy with that. I think we'll get it on the track, and we'll give it its first test run. And here we are down on the track now. We can all agree it looks amazing, and I will just say that this is a temporary layout at the moment. It's not pinned down, and there are a few wires that have to go into the track which make it a little bit raised up, as you can see, but let's give it a bit of power, and we will see if it can do a little bit of a crawl. Now I'd say that's fairly decent, you know, for a second-hand model, that is pretty darn good. Very smooth, it's not making any noise whatsoever, which is great. And I should say that I'm using the Hornby Select controllers as well, which are renowned for not being very good. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that crawl. I'm really impressed with that, actually. I didn't expect that to be that good, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, to say that this is like a, you know, a 2007 model, it's bought on eBay as well, so you never really know who you're buying it off. I'd say whoever owns this version of this model, you've done a very good job at keeping it in good running order. I mean, it's professionally serviced. It definitely can tell. But yeah, it's working a treat. I mean, Hornby Select controllers are very not good for crawling. Oh, it's just stuck on the points there. I'll not count that as a manufacturing error, or mark it down. That's just me running over the points. But yeah, whoever has had this model, you have kept this in lovely condition, and I will try to do the same over the many years that I shall have it, because yeah, I'm not going to be parting ways with this anytime or ever. Yeah, I think it's absolutely fantastic at the moment. So great running condition. Definitely will. The only thing we'll now need to test and see is if the lights work, because they do have running lights on both the power car and the dummy car in directional order. So definitely we will give that a go now. Now, as you can see, there are the lights working perfect. They're not flickering, anything like that, so that is great. So yeah, let's have a go with it, all connected in its coaches and the dummy car in there as well, and we'll give it a good running round. But yeah, so running in so far, I've not come into any problems at all. You know, the locomotive is running smoothly, the lights are working great, and yeah, props to whoever has owned this previously. You know, you've looked after this splendidly. And the livery wise, yeah, it looks really great. I can't wait to have a HST running session one day, because I've got 4 tracks available. The HSTs can go down to minimum radius of radius 2, which I have. So I have 4 tracks available, so I can run 4 HSTs at multiple times. So I think that'd be really great to have this running alongside everything else. But yeah, I think it'll be great. But yeah, it looks absolutely splendid running in. This is about 40% speed, so it's not too fast, not too slow, and it's just running very smoothly. But I think it's time that we go for the ratings. So the ratings, everybody. So this is for the Hornby GNER HST Train Pack. So performance-wise, I'm giving it a 4.5 star out of 5. That's mainly down to the fact it just has a ring-filled motor, because whoever's looked after this previously, as I said multiple times through this video, it is an amazing runner. However, the fact that it's got a ring-filled motor, it's not going to be the most reliable long-term, and it will need a lot of maintaining. So that's the reason it's getting knocked down just that 0.5 of a star. Detail wise, I have been a little bit harsh, but for good reason, and I'm giving it 3.5 stars out of 5. This is mainly down to the roof being blue. Now, for me, that's just a bit of cheapness on Hornby's part, because you can clearly tell it's just an injector moulded piece of plastic with very little separately fitted parts. And if they just painted it black, I think it would have looked a lot better, rather than this one cohesive lump of blue. And that's where it's just letting it down for me. But then that moves into the livery, and I'm giving it 4 star for the livery, because it is really good. The GNR livery, you know, the gold letters are really well applied, and all the separately fitted stickers and everything that it has on the locomotives as well as the coaches, I think it is absolutely amazing. So that's why it's getting 4 stars out of 5. Quality wise, 3.5 stars again. You know, it mainly down to the Ringfield motor, but again, you know, they are part of the railway range, so it's a little bit higgledy piggledy, but yeah, it's just the build quality of them. You know, they're not brilliant, and it was a bit hard to get the clip off of the Ringfield motor than it is on some of my other HST. So I'm a little bit worried if I have to maintain this quite often, it might break. So that's more of my justification for being a bit harsh on the quality. But value for money. So what I paid for this, which is £115 on eBay, I consider that to be pretty decent money, as it, you know, it was probably about £120 ish when it was brand new, and I probably got this for a little bit of a bargain. And now they're going for, you know, £150 to £200 plus. So definitely, that's where it's knocking it for me a little bit. So that gets props for value for money on that one for me. And that brings the grand total of the overall rating to 3.9 stars out of 5. So pretty decent going, you know, nearly 4 stars out of 5. So yeah, I'd definitely say if you are in the market for a new HST and you're thinking about getting one and you see one of these, I'd definitely say pick one up. You know, really great model, and I think it's doing well on the layout. But that's all from me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at what you'd like to see next.